Now what I have here is a log that has been split out, hewed nice and flat, and then I added some legs. So I have a good workstation here, small little table I can do things on. But if you have a long-term camp and you want to make yourself a great piece of equipment, something that you are honestly going to use all the time, turn this into a sawbuck. Now, if you never heard of a sawbuck is something that is going to hold a piece of wood like a vise and allow you to saw it to whatever length you want. You're not going to have to struggle by holding that piece of wood down in any position or finding a log that's down. It's a nice apparatus that you can build for a long-term camp that's going to make your life super easy. So I'm going to finish this one up and show you how it actually works. And this is it. This is the completed backcountry sawbuck. Traditionally, what you would have seen people on Frontier and Woodsman set things up very similar to this. Now, there's a ton of variations for this, and I'm going to show you basically how this works. So these uprights is what makes this thing look pretty crazy, but this is the utility of it, is having those there. So if we take a larger piece of timber that we might be using for our fire, okay, let's even imagine this is a little bit longer. We have these back posts and these front posts, and they're going to hold this in place. So if I can drag this out now, okay, I can now push the timber against these front posts and I can begin to saw very easily. If it was a really weird piece of lumber that's all twisted and gnarly, I could pull this back section, and again, it's pinning between the front one and the back one, and I can saw like that. If I had thinner lumber in here, like this piece, okay, I can still use these front posts. I could just put it on here, pin it against this front post, and then get right after it this way. So there's a lot of versatility by making a bench like this to just help you out. You want to make sure that's at a comfortable height for sawing. So I can bring lumber in here all day and stand, because where this is at to where I would actually be sawing is very, very comfortable. And then I like a larger work area in my sawbuck itself, because I can do carving here, I can do any kind of carpentry work here that I would need to get done. So I have a multi-use piece of camp furniture and equipment here by just making this simple thing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you ever see one of these, you'll know what it is. If you have a stationary camp, set something up like this, I guarantee it's going to make your life that much better. So this was Dan Walbeck of Coalcracker Bushcraft. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com, and until the next video, stay in the woods.